The assembly presented in this video is performed on a standard Tour de France frame. The look of the console or the cosmetic plastics is irrelevant to how this assembly is done. Remove all the parts you need to assemble your bike and lay them out where you can inspect them. Make sure all smaller items have not been left in the packaging material. Do not use power tools during the assembly process. If you have any questions while watching this video, see the assembly instructions in your owner's manual for greater detail. Remove and discard the shipping screws in the front stabilizer and then attach the front stabilizer to the base frame with two M10 by 58mm screws. Remove and discard the shipping screws in the rear stabilizer and then attach the rear stabilizer to the base frame with two M10 by 58mm screws. Orient the saddle post so that the height indicators are on the left side of the bike. Loosen the indicated adjustment screw and insert the saddle post into the frame. Move the saddle post upward or downward to the desired position and then tighten the adjustment screw. Loosen the indicated M8 by 15 round head screw and slide the saddle carriage into the saddle post. Slide the saddle carriage to the desired position and tighten the round head screw. Then attach an M4 washer and the carriage cover to the saddle carriage with an M4 by 14mm screw. If you like, you can attach your own saddle to the saddle carriage. Simply loosen the attachment hardware beneath the saddle and remove the saddle. Have a second person hold the handlebar post near the frame and locate the long wire tie in the handlebar post. Tie the lower end of the long wire tie to the main wire. Next, locate the same wire tie in the access hole in the handlebar carriage. Pull the wire tie upward until the end of the main wire is in the access hole. Next, pull the upper end of the long wire tie until the main wire is routed through the handlebar carriage. Then untie and discard the long wire tie. Move the handlebar post upward or downward to the desired position and then tighten the adjustment screw. Have a second person hold the handlebar near the handlebar carriage. Locate one of the remaining wire ties in the handlebar carriage and tie the end of the wire tie to the right extension wire. Next, pull the other end of the wire tie until the right extension wire is routed through the handlebar carriage. Then untie and discard the wire tie. Route the left extension wire through the handlebar carriage in the same way. Trying to avoid pinching the wires, hold the handlebar on the handlebar carriage and rotate the handlebar to the desired angle. Make sure that the handlebar is centered on the handlebar carriage. Attach the handlebar with the handlebar clamp and four M6 by 16mm screws. Start all four screws first and then tighten them. Have a second person hold the console near the handlebar carriage and connect the console wires to the main wire and to the extension wires. Make sure to connect the console wire that has an L tag to the extension wire that has an L tag, and to connect the console wire that has an R tag to the extension wire that has an R tag. Next, insert the excess wire into the console. Trying to avoid pinching the wires, attach the console to the handlebar carriage with four M4 by 12mm screws. Now attach the tray to the frame with two M4 by 10mm screws. Using the included flat wrench tool, firmly tighten the right pedal clockwise into the right crank arm. Firmly tighten the left pedal counterclockwise into the left crank arm. You can attach your own pedals if desired. Finally, you can remove the packing block from the flywheel. This was inserted there to keep the flywheel stationary during shipping. After the bike is assembled, inspect it to make sure that it is assembled correctly and that it is functioning properly. Make sure that all parts are properly tightened before you use the bike. Extra parts may be included. Set these aside in case they are needed for future use. Place a non-slip mat beneath a training bike to protect the floor or carpet. You can purchase one of these by calling the number on your owner's manual.